Hi Aquarius, so this is your bonus reading because you had the most highest viewed videos this month. Okay, so congratulations and thank you for supporting the channel. So this read might be a bit longer because it's the bonus read, so I'm gonna look into things a little bit deeper. Okay, so let's see, Aquarius, what's going on with you guys? It is October the 3rd, but whenever you see this video, if it resonates, okay? Let's see what we have going on at this time for Aquarius. Okay, so far we have the Three of Wands. First card turned over, always the strongest. This is good news coming in, good things coming to you. 3 is associated with the Empress, so abundance is coming. Your ships are coming in here, okay? So good things are coming, good news are coming. 6 of Pentacles, okay? So you could be working on inner balance at the moment, okay, guys? 4 of Pentacles. Sorry, 4 of Cups there. So you could be seeing an offer very soon. Usually in the 4 of Cups, the person cannot see the offer that's coming. But this offer is so close that this person's actually now seeing it, okay, guys? So we'll see. We're going to look into this a lot deeper than the usual. Ooh, the Death card. Okay, so amazing transformations that you've been going through, okay? To get to this point where these good things can come to you now, because, you know, I feel like you could have been going through some hard times and waiting for change here. And although you're going through these difficult times, this transformation is what actually brings in this abundance for you here. So it's like you may have had to find that inner peace, that inner balance there. You know, and I feel like this is learning to be fair to yourself, okay? Learning to give to yourself as well as others, because I feel like maybe once you fall in love here, you know, you end up giving and giving to that person that you may end up running dry. You know, you end up like this guy on the outside here, waiting for things in return. So I do see beautiful changes coming for you, okay? Changes that, you know, are going to be very important. Nine of Swords, 10 of Swords there. Okay, so I feel like this time you might find people very challenging, okay? Quite annoying here. It's more annoying because I feel like you're looking for these intellectual conversations and people are just annoying you at this time. You could find that in social situations, they quickly turn from good to bad. And this is all the air energy that's around, because I'm recording this during Libra season. So it's with all the extra air energy around. You will be feeling the air as very strong, very masculine energy, okay? So the masculine's more strong for you here. You know, if somebody betrays you, tries to overstep your boundaries here, tries to say hurtful things to you, I feel it's best, if you've changed and transformed your energy, it's best that you don't involve yourself and don't worry about this. Don't worry about hurting other people's feelings, in the sense that, you know, if you are looking after yourself and protecting yourself, don't worry about stopping people crossing your boundaries. So if somebody's being disrespectful and hurtful to you, don't worry about cutting them off. Because I feel like maybe you're overthinking that, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. it shows here, you know, just that the air energy for you guys right now is super strong and coming through super masculine. Okay, so you might be cutting people off and things like that, but worried about cutting them off, because I feel like you're worried that, you know, your actions are selfish here, which I don't feel like they are. If they are betraying you or hurting you in any way, you've got to like go into this self-protection mode here, you know. The 9, it's about being by yourself. It's about the hermit there. You know, learning that looking after yourself is not selfish, okay? So don't worry about, oh, should I have done that? Shouldn't I have done that? Okay? It's looking after yourself. This shows that this worry is unnecessary. None of the swords are in her. But I do feel like maybe you're worried about somebody who mistreated you, who wasn't very fair to you. Okay, it can even be like people that you work with the 6 of Pentacles here. You may be waiting for like a payment here from a boss, and they keep putting it off or keep saying different things, and you're getting fed up of it here. So it does show that the air energy for you will be quite masculine, and I feel like you could maybe hurt somebody with words, but it's like, you know, they kept messing you around here. So if it's a relationship, you know, they maybe kept you waiting on an offer, and they're still like playing this game, and you're getting fed up of it. So what's happening here with the Death card is you're starting to change, you're starting to evolve, you're starting to find that self-respect there and build it up, and like, look, you can't keep me waiting and holding on without answers, without giving me anything with the 6 of Pentacles. Because in a relationship, a 6 of Pentacles is, you know, maybe you're not getting enough, one person not getting enough, so you have to start looking after yourself here. And I feel like maybe you're worried about, oh, being selfish, but you're not being selfish, okay? I feel like it's just because you're so caring that you're worried about, maybe I shouldn't have said this, or I shouldn't have done that, maybe I shouldn't have blocked him, you know. But no, you're doing the right thing here. You're worrying unnecessary. If they was being hurtful towards you or keeping you hanging on, then you need to set healthy boundaries. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, because look what happens. You end up feeling the lack because you've gave all yourself. Okay, you're the one who's gave it all, so you end up feeling lack. So you have to sort of withdraw from this person. If not, they'll keep betraying you, they'll keep hurting you, they'll keep using you here. You need to find this inner balance with the 6 of Pentacles in order to heal yourself here. Once you've healed yourself and you have that love for yourself, you sort of become untouchable, you know, because you can always go to a place where there's love within yourself, healing within yourself here. But don't worry about leaving somebody out in the cold, you know, if they are mistreating you, or like I said, even if it's a job here, and you know, you've been waiting for a promotion, or you've been waiting for a bonus payment, and they've been promised you, look, I'm going to come through with the money, I will, when I said this and that, and it seems like they keep letting you down, and you know, you're in this 5 of Pentacles, look, I need my damn money, what are you doing? So don't worry about, you know, standing up for yourself, I feel is the best way to put it. The Knight of Cups here. Okay, so I feel like the Knight of Cups sometimes can be like these promises of love and romance and all the good stuff, and then with no intention of following through with it. Okay, so this person could have promised you everything, love, romance, got in your emotions here, because it is a cup, so it could be a water sign, or it could be just this person playing on your emotions here, leaving you feeling betrayed because they didn't come through, and then left you out in the cold here, you know. And now you're overthinking, you're worrying about nothing here, because it's not your fault, okay? this person, you know, made promises and I feel like they failed to keep them here. It's like they came through like with all the charm and then let you down. Eight of Swords now. Look at all this air energy for you guys. So you need to free yourself from this sort of person. If you're always like, you know, creating the same pattern, and I'm feeling that in the Five of Pentacles there, this pattern. So if you're always, you know, creating this pattern in relationships or jobs or even friendships, you know, giving to people and they never give, you know, equally back to you. You know, they never sort of go all the way through with their promises here. And it leaves you like, well, I feel kind of stuck. We're friends, but they're not actually going through with what they promised. So how do I deal with this? And I feel like how you deal with this is standing up for yourself. You need to break this cycle here, okay, guys? This causes for this relationship or something to be sacrificed here. So maybe you find that this person leaves or that you leave a certain job or a person. Queen of Pentacles there. So it could be an earth sign. But here, I feel like you could be very nurturing to other people, but here, when you end up getting hurt or in this sort of looped relationship, what happens is, you know, you're very happy nurturing other people, whereas you need to nurture yourself now with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So with this Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like you may be detoxing even your body here, like things that you eat. You might start eating more natural things. Cleaning your house or even looking for a new house here or a new living situation if, you know, you're living with other people and you can't get along right now. Depending where your Mars is placed in your chart, like say what sign your Mars is in, okay? I feel like with the transitioning moon, you may be quite angry at people, especially if you're a male. Okay, females here with the Queen of Pentacles, females might deal with it a little bit better. I feel like if you're a male, you may have a chance at making a wrong decision regarding your living situation, because it may not be the right time right now, okay? So you could act out of emotion, let's say. And like, so if we've got these people annoying us and you act out of your emotion and quite angry, and that's because of the transitioning moon. So that's why we're in our emotions. So if you react out of that, then it feels here that you could be making a bad choice. So maybe you make your money situation even worse with the Five of Pentacles here. Okay? So we have the Karmic Trench and it's reversed, okay? So the card came out reversed and this is it the right way up, okay? So I feel like you have probably been in this pattern. Again, I'm seeing patterns in the picture. You've probably been in this pattern of you always losing out, or you always the one who feels the lack, or always giving to everybody else. So it could feel like, you know, I'm repeating the same relationship maybe once or twice here throughout my life when you've had these strong relationships. Maybe, you know, it's a lesson that you've repeated many times and now you need to get out of these karmic trenches. With it being reversed, I feel like that's what you're doing. So you may have to sacrifice something else here. You may spend much of your life sacrificing in regards to love, in regards to money. Okay? But I feel like, you know, this time, because you're learning this inner balance with the Six of Pentacles here, you know, you're learning to be at peace with who you are. So let's say that, you know, your job, you're not happy with it, okay? Don't identify with this job is who I am. Because look at this guy, maybe he's doing a job he's not happy about or he's not proud about. So you need to find this inner balance and this inner peace, that it's not not who you are, it's just what you're doing as an income. Okay, so it's learning to be balanced and happy within here. And I feel like, yes, you know, throughout your life you may have felt like you're in the trenches. You've always had to dig your way out of situations. It's always been quite difficult. But this time I feel like, because you sacrifice this relationship, because you're not taking any of this betrayal anymore, and you know, look, I'm setting my boundaries now. Like, people are not going to get to me now. Okay, so being happy with who you are, if you are a farmer, if you are a shop assistant, if you are doing labor of some kind for anybody else, or you know, if you're just not happy with your job, it's being at peace. This is not me, it's just my job. Or maybe I don't have all these fancy things and I'm happy with that, you know. It's like this is an honest day's work. So I feel like from this, then what we have is your growth. You know, this self-respect. Yeah, I do this, but I do this because, you know, I'm providing for my family, let's say. Or this, my job isn't me. You know, once we get to that place where we're full of love for ourselves and we have this self-respect, and we're not trying to please other people, or we're not being embarrassed or, you know, by silly little things or ego, then we see, you know, you get to a very untouchable place because you're digging yourself out of this karmic trench here, okay? So I understand with this card that, you know, it could have been tough for a really long time throughout your life. Maybe all your life, the relationships, people have just been happy to be taking and taking, and then, you know, betraying you and then leaving you without, you know, this cup of love, without this offer here. But what's very beautiful here in this reading is the Death card, because all that's about to change and transform, because this time, you know, you're doing the work. You're telling yourself, look, it's time to come out of this karmic trench. I've learned this lesson 3 times over. It's done now, okay? So in order to learn this lesson, don't be feeling bad, you know, that you had to put your foot down and tell people, look, there are certain boundaries you cannot cross with me. I don't accept it, okay? That's self-respect. Six of Roses, the War of the Roses. Wow, I haven't seen this deck fully, but I always say, like, sometime during the War of the Roses, where 2 people love each other, but they almost kill each other. It used to be a film, but it was many moons ago, probably in the 80s or something. But here it's like understanding that, you know, even when you love somebody, it can be quite painful. And this may be why you feel like you have to sacrifice. This was probably like soulmate connections. This is why you feel like, you know, it's teaching you a lesson. It could be a karmic soulmate here. But with the War of the Roses here, I definitely feel like, you know, this sort of love could have been very painful for you guys. You know, it could have been like a never-ending battle between you guys. Like you kept giving and giving, but they just was taken, and now you have to stand your ground and set your own boundaries here too. You know, you have to stand up for yourself here, soulmate or no soulmate. We're not supposed to be walked all over. It's like always being in search of love, but the circumstances not allowing love to come in just yet, you know, even though how much you gave, how hard you tried, how loyal and loving you was to a person, you know, you just never have the opportunity because it seems like you was never loved that way back. You know, how much loving and loyalty you give, it's like this person or people never gave you it back, so you never had the opportunity. So we have the Five of Roses now, the garden. Okay, look at this. So it's like you've made this beautiful garden, you know, you're a beautiful sanctuary for yourself within yourself, okay, where there's love, where there's peace, where there's tranquility, where you can retreat to, you know, like when this war is over, like so it's like retreating within to yourself here, okay. But as long as this place is like a beautiful, peaceful place within yourself, then you're at the right point, okay? Then you've got out of the karmic trenches, okay? Because if you get to this point and you're feeling guilty about making other people respect your boundaries, you're still in the karmic trenches, okay? So here I feel like with this Five of Cups, you're getting to a place. This is why this time it's different. This is why it's over this time, because, you know, this transformation. It's okay when people say, yeah, I can be on my own. But you've got to be like at a place full of love within yourself. Absolutely full and blossoming within love, and know that you love yourself and you respect yourself. And it makes you like in this untouchable place, this magic garden here that other people can't enter, or, you know, if they're going to disrespect you, then they can't come in. So it makes a very prime time if you're at this stage, okay? If you're at the Five of Roses stage, it makes a very prime time for you because you're not even seeking negative attention anymore. You know, I've been through that, you know, I've learned my lesson. Come on, I've been in this nearly all my life where, you know, it's this war of this roses. I love this person and they're telling me they love me, and it just ends up, you know, like a battlefield here. Love is like a battlefield here. So, yeah. Archangel Michael, look at that. Yeah, this is card number 9 as well, so it's about self-protection and self-loving. This is what I feel like you're at now, just this protection of self, and it's Archangel Michael's telling you, you know, I'm protecting you as well here, like 100% you're supposed to be loving and protecting yourself like this. So do we see the differences in the 9s here? Understanding it's self-protection and self-love. You're not supposed to be self-loathing and worrying here. And it's all about, you know, these roses and these red cards and this Knight of Cups here. So I do feel like, you know, throughout your life, you could have learned this lesson over and over and over in different relationships, in different loves, because it's like all about getting to that love, finding the love here that, you know, you're actually supposed to find throughout your life. In search of love here. but never had the opportunity. It's always been betrayal after betrayal. And then 5 of Pentacles, leaving you 8 of Swords, stuck in your thoughts and attached to people who are just, you know, then leaving the situation and not fulfilling their promises and their, you know, the charm that they brought with the Knight of Cups, that, okay, yeah, this is what I'll do for you, and then they never come through with it. So, 7 keys, the Ascent. So this is you rising up. Okay, this has been your karmic challenges and, you know, things, but it sees you rising above all that now. You know, you're ascending, and this is why, you know, because you was in these karmic trenches, it's like finding out why it never worked with anybody else. You needed to get to this place of self-love, self-protection, you know, this inner peace in this garden here. You know, love's not supposed to be painful. Love's not supposed to be a battle. You're not supposed to have to always fight for that person to love you. And you had to get to this place to learn this lesson that, you know, I need to let go, because I need to respect myself. I need to nurture myself here, how I nurture other people. And you see, when you're at the top and that you've reached the top of this mountain, you're not supposed to carry the mountain with you. You're supposed to climb it and then leave the mountain where it is. So placing your boundaries and sticking to them and not feeling guilty by putting them into action there, you know, teaches people not to cross your boundaries and not to disrespect you. And it may be why people are annoying you at this time, okay? Why people are sort of testing you, you know, okay, while you're on your own and you're ascending and looking after yourself here, you're starting to feel better. Now put it into practice when you go into the real world, when you're around other people. Are you going to allow those boundaries to be stepped over again? Okay, so it's like this ascent, it's like it's time now, okay? It's time to put what you've learned into action. Are you really out of the karmic trenches? So it's got to be like letting go of the ego, like not feeling, okay, I'm never going to be a fool in love again. I see now. Now I'm at the top, I see everything clearly. So I'm not going to fall in love again, when really it seems like your whole life here, you could have been looking for love, but you've just never had the opportunity, even like maybe with parents here. You know, you could have had these difficulties all your life and felt alone all your life, or even unloved. So if you feel like, yeah, I'm at the top now and I see things clearly, it's better to be on my own. That's not the case, okay? These people are coming in to test you, to annoy you, to see, are you going to allow people to step over your boundaries? Or is it really the end of people betraying you? Have you really put a stop to it? Okay, let's test it. Because now's the prime time for you to get that love you've been seeking. The soul doesn't feel ego and things like that. The soul always wants to be the Fool card and jump into new opportunities, new chances for love, because that's what it's looking for. Love, growth, learning. It's not like looking for, it's not feeling any ego. It's not feeling like, oh my God, I look stupid because I put myself out there again. It's not doing that. The soul would be like, that didn't work out, I'll try again. Okay, it's only this human experience that we're going through that makes us feel like this ego, like, I know best. And this is what Aquarius can be feeling at this moment. Because right now, all this air energy, it makes you a great leader. Okay, so people can be looking to you for answers and things like that, and may feel like you know everything. If you want to avoid people, or you can avoid people annoying you at this time, then read a good book or watch a good documentary. Maybe you're watching a documentary here about the pyramids or different archaeology sites around the world. Okay, if you at this time with all this airy energy want to avoid that, then you can watch a documentary, but there's still come a time where you'll go out into the world, and because you feel like you're seeing things clearly, you're going to be asked again as the Fool to jump, because the soul is looking for love. So an opportunity will come along, and you've got to trust that this time you've climbed the mountain, you've done the work. Okay, you're out of the karmic trenches. Now it's time for this love. Maybe you aren't feeling so good about it, because maybe like you're at this point where, you know, you've sort of freed yourself or sacrificed a relationship and you're starting to feel better, but you can sort of also pick up that somebody's coming in for you, so it makes you start to feel a little bit worried. Or it may be like all these people that are annoying you or mistreating you at work even, or family or friends, because you're facing these challenges. You may be feeling a bit crappy as well at this time. But it's because of all the hard work you've put in. Can you imagine how you feel like when you get to the top of a mountain? I bet it feels amazing, and I bet your body feels like, just let me fall down. So you may feel like it's time to give up, or, you know, a bit rough, a bit tired of the journey. But, you know, you've done it now. Allow it. What did I say? The journey. Yeah, this was the journey. The journey is complete now, okay? What is that? The 7 of roses. So we have 5, 6, 7 of roses here. The journey is complete. The journey, all the karmic trenches, all the bad times is over. You're at the top. You're at the point now where, you know, this love you was seeking, searching for your whole life is finally coming in for you now. It can finally come in because you went through all these lessons. You went through, you know, great loves where, you know, it felt like you always had to fight for them. Where, you know, it was always a karmic lesson here to be learned. But you found that inner peace now. Look at these cards. You found this inner peace. This was your journey to find yourself. That self-respect, that self-love, that peace within you. Where no matter what happens, you've always got this peaceful garden to return to within you. That was your journey here. You've completed this journey. So now, let's look at what love has in store for you here now. Now you've been seeking this love. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's time to get out of this cage that you put yourself in, okay? Because we know it's nice and safe and warm in the garden, locked away from everybody else. But it's time to put yourself out there and put what you've learned to the test. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I did mention some people could have felt even unloved from childhood here. So we see this reflecting here as well. It could be certain things taught by parents, you know, like maybe your parents was a certain way, maybe they was abusive and you kept meeting abusive partners throughout your life. So you kind of got to a place where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to stay by myself. All people are like this. I've just come out of another abusive relationship. No, the point is to break the pattern here. And not everybody is going to be like your parents' relationship. So as you forgive your parents, you know, whether they're still with us, not with us, you know, just let go of that and understand that. It will be very freeing to you, okay? I'm telling you, at this point, this next chapter here, I'm even going to give you guys like a time frame that this love will come in. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so at this time, you're being asked to focus on finances. We do see the 5 of Pentacles here. We do see the Queen of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Maybe trouble with somebody